In this section, we are going to look at several different tools that can be used to bypass locks. We do not have time to demonstrate all of them, but I want to show them so that you know they are available. Okay, we have a job here and we need to get this door open. This has a Schlage lever handle lock on it. Pretty sure it has the F cylinder in that Schlage lock, and it could take a few minutes to pick that lock. I noticed that under the door there's a pretty good sized gap, and so what we're going to do is we're going to try to use our under door tool to go ahead and just reach in on the inside of the door and pull that handle down. Since this is a Schlage lock and it looks like one of the newer ones, if we can work that handle on the inside of the door, it'll unlock the door. Okay, now this is the under door tool. This is made by Keydex. It's about 42 inches long, and you can see it's just a piece of pretty strong wire, and it has a cable on it attached to it. So you can see on the other end, which is the handle end, that is curved. And the way it works is you slide this under the door and then stand it up, then you pull the thing over so that this top part grabs the lever handle, and at that point you'll need to pull on this cable to pull that lever down, and if it's the right type of lock, it will unlock the door. Now it may, like if it's an older Schlage lock, it'll open the door but it won't unlock it. If it's a newer Schlage lock, it'll unlock it, and open it, of course. On some of your quick-set lever handles and other manufacturers, they will not be able to use this tool because that lever will not move in the locked position. So it depends on a couple things. What type of lock it is. It has to be a lever handle lock and the right manufacturer. And then also, is there enough space under the door to slide this tool underneath the door and work the lock. Now the first thing I do is I lay the tool against the door with the top part of the tool over the handle, and then I get some idea of how far back I need to be with the bottom part of the tool so that it will be the right length to reach that lever handle. So you can just kind of do that and make a note. You could take a pencil and make a little mark on the threshold or something there if you needed to indicate where the tool should go in under the door. This camera is set up on the inside. In just a few seconds you'll see the tool start to come under the door. It takes a few seconds to get the tool worked all of the way in. I'm still trying to work the tool around to where I can stand it up. You can see now the tool's in the right position to come down and feel for the handle. Once I've got it hooked on the handle, you'll see the cable go tight as I pull on the cable to pull the handle down, which will unlock this door. So now the door is unlocked. To use the underdoor tool, The lock must have a lever handle on the inside. Working the inside lever must either unlock or release the door. There must be enough space under the door for the tool, and there must be enough space on the inside for the tool to be used. In other words, there cannot be a lot of boxes or something stacked against the door. One tool you may be interested in is this kit by Benjim. Is for bypassing the smart lock. This kit is for the lever handle and the deadbolt. You just need one tool for the smart lock lever handle, and I'll demonstrate that. Then the other tools here are for the quickset deadbolt with the smart lock. Here we have a lock out here. We have this quickset lever handle lock. And we're going to use the Benjim tool to open this lock. I'll show you how that works. Okay, now see, I have the little tip on the tool turned down, and I put that in to the hole, and I pick up on the tool so that the front of the tool is going down a little bit, and I just push inward. And you've heard that noise, so I know it moved a little bit. Now I didn't unlock it, it just started it to unlock. Then we take the tool out and we turn it over. We go back into it again, get into the hole. And I'm going to try to put it in so that the handle of the tool is down a little bit, and then I'm going to lift up. Hopefully this tip is going to hit that piece on the back, the tail piece on the back of the lock, and push it the rest of the way down. That's what we're trying to do. And you can see it's still locked. It's not unlocked yet. And there it is. Okay, so I'm going to do that again. So to start with, we turn the tip of the tool down, go in through the little hole in the side of the lock. Again, I'm going to pick up on the back of the handle so that the tip of the tool is pointed down. And I'm going to push, and I felt that lever in there, that connecting piece move. So it's halfway unlocked. It's still locked, it's not unlocked yet. I turn the tool over, put it in, and I'm going to work it like this. I'm going to start out, get the tool in there, and I'm going to push against that connecting piece, and I'm going to pull up, and I heard that. You can see it unlocked the lock. Okay, now you can see this locking tail piece inside the lock here. I've taken the lock plug and the handle off out of the way. I'm going to stick the little tool in through the hole in the side, and you'll see that turn. And what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to push on this bottom part to start with. You see that turn a little bit? And then we take the tool and we turn it over. We put it back in the same hole. It's back in a little bit further than what you can see, but you see it turn a little bit more. There, it's unlocked. You can see that now I can turn that and open the door. It's unlocked. Okay, these are the tools in the Benjim kit for the quickset smart lock deadbolt. Okay, the first thing we have to do is get this faceplate off, and I put just a little bit of tape there to just give that a little bit of extra protection right there. Take a real small, tiny screwdriver. This is actually for eyeglass screws, and try to pry that off of there. That one came off pretty easy. Okay, the next thing we do is we get our jig and identify where we want to put our hole at. Okay, this is our jig to line up our hole to where we're going to drill at. And again, now the bolt comes out on the left over here. So the hole would be on this side. If the bolt came out the other way, we would use the hole to the right. But regardless of that, we cannot see the bolt holes any longer to help line the little jig up with. So all we can do is just kind of eyeball the little jig as to about where it would be at, and then go ahead and just take a screwdriver and put a mark. Right up here. We can take a punch and punch that. Get us a little indentation to start with the drill bit. Okay, and again, they provide the bit. It's a 3/16 bit they provide. So if you break the bit at 3/16, line up right on that spot we had. You can see that's pretty hard, isn't it? This piece of metal they put in here is not going to drill easily. Okay, so I've changed out to a carbide tipped bit. Okay, my bit traveled up and it just notched this trim right here a little bit. So what I'm trying to do is get right under this bolt and kind of rotate the tool and bring it back. I can feel that between the two plates. I can go in there and I can feel that between the plates. My hole is a little bit too high, but I believe I can still do this. You can tell which direction the tool is pointing by the set screw that holds the wire in there. That if you're looking at the tool and you see the set screw, then the wire is pointing to your right. If it's away from you, then this pointing to the left. Now what we're going to try to do with this tool is to grab this little space right here that you see this sticks up just a tiny bit. And we're going to try to grab that and push that back a little bit. If we can just get it started just a little bit, so it's up like that, then it's easy to get it the rest of the way. But I will tell you, if this bolt is fully extended into the jamb, it is very, very difficult to do this. I have not had very much success at all in using this tool where the dead bolt was totally extended. So if the many dead bolts are not extended all the way, the hole in the jamb is not deep enough and it'll just extend part way. And it'll leave this piece right here protruding like that. Now if that's sticking up, then of course it's easy to go in there and grab that and push that back. But you have to just try it yourself and see how it works for you. Okay, so as I was saying, if this bolt is fully extended, it's almost impossible to use this tool. But there are a great many locks where the bolt's not fully extended. It's back an eighth or a quarter of an inch or something. And I'm going to go ahead and set it like that. You can try it with the bolt fully extended and see how you can do. I have done a couple of them, but it has taken quite a while. Okay, so we'll see what we can do. I moved it a little bit. There we go. So here the lock is with the faceplate back on the lock. And if you look close, you can see that I dinged it a little bit right on the edge right there with the bit. So, you have to be careful with that. I try to have these extra parts available to replace things. And after you get to working for a while, you'll have a lot of parts like this, but you can see that these are the kind of things that you're going to want to save. You know, at least we saved the main part of the lock, the expensive part of the lock. The lock cylinder was saved by getting the lock open. Just for comparison, here you can see a traditional quickset deadbolt that I used the tool on. You want to have a stick of this JB weld on your truck, and you can use this to patch holes that you do need to drill in locks where you want to put the lock back in service. Like on this quickset deadbolt, this hole that we drilled here, we can fill this with JB weld and basically put it back to pretty good condition for putting it back into service. Please take just a moment to like the video and also subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.